pasta in your hood. It tastes like heaven. And we eating pasta and it.
Alright, let's start it there.
Yeah. We've been to Korea's before. They call us a lethal weapon. You brandish an unsheathed sword. Plain hero, Roroni Kenshin. We kicked it aside of your door. You're the one who will get to seven. Where was that vibrato? You had a hot minute ago. Hey, we got ups, but I wouldn't say we beat. How the saying go, it's a two-way street. Leave me on the pipe and you know they had a tweak. I'm just trying to lay my name, you get what I'm speaking. We entertain the masses and anywhere the weekend. The some asshole think that you can press the lead and put the whole squad down, get out within the weekend. But we stars, boys, so continue, go and see. We've been to Korea's before. They call us a lethal weapon. You brandish an unsheathed sword. Plain hero, Roroni Kenshin. We kicked it aside of your door. You're the one who will get to seven. Where was that vibrato? You had a hot minute ago. Talking big things till you learn it ain't one. Catching nails on this track's another freight ton. Not a single dove, so you gotta make one. Get dumb and trying to cook some great stuff.
You can keep ducking, this be the season. But how can we down and nearing our treasures while casually pressing your buttons? You keep pretending and nothing, but we can tell you we button. Try to end us with a booga, but your face looking all tough. And we calling out all the bluffs and we telling you what is left. And we saying enough's enough, but you trying to keep acting tough. If you really think that you run, let me tell you, you ain't the one. Cause the song will be nothing speakers and the whole team finna pump it, y'all.
We've been to Korea's before. They call us a lethal weapon. You brandish an unsheathed sword. Plain hero, Roroni Kenshin. We kicked it aside of your door. You're the one who will get to seven. Where was that vibrato? You had a hot minute ago. Pasta in your hood. It tastes like heaven. And we eating pasta and it good.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Greetings, universe! My name is Orbital Bacon, and I am certified G1 and a real freaking prime. Welcome to another live stream. It's Friday, the end of the week. That means if you're here, you are indeed made of sterner stuff. Wooga wooga and booga booga, bim bams and flum bums. Let's go. We got a big waifu super kick right out the gate.
Sorry you had so much trouble earlier, Orbital. Winter was burying you in those Frosted Flakes.
I was, man. Thank you. I was buried in Frosted Flakes.
We got justice for Tiggy. Why have the Gluran police not even looked at Snarbo's case?
Why
NBI
indeed?
interference? Tiggy may know. Justice for Snarbo, and Pontsu please.
I think we all know why they're not looking for Snarbo, because he was on to the couches, okay? He kept seeing the couches everywhere. He was putting the dots together, putting the puzzle pieces together. They're not gonna look for him, all right? They're not even gonna look for him, all right? Tiggy 2028 though. That's all I have to say. Tiggy 2028, he's one of us. Hell yeah. What's going on, everybody? Glad you're here. Sorry I'm late, as the super chat there, as Maverick Cat said, with that big super kick from Shira, German Shira, Ekman Shira. Let's go. Yeah, I had a power outage. I don't know. It's kind of crazy all over the states right now, depending on what coast you live on. You're either buried in ice or you're on fire. It's kind of wild, okay? Might be the end times. So I say Tiggy 2028. I don't know if we're going to make it. I don't know if we're going to get there, guys. Because, yeah, here in the States, depending on what coast you're on, you are under the whim of the extreme elements here, man. It's either fire or ice. I'm under ice, okay? I'm on the East Coast. I'm under ice. But unfortunately, that knocked my power out for over 4 hours. Right as I was in the middle of working on stuff for the show, you know, I was all, you know, nestled in my computer chair, right? Working on stuff, getting the memes ready, getting those fresh, spicy memes for you guys, working on the pinups. I mean, the artists do the pinups, but, you know, I got to set them up and everything, get the slides ready, and everything just goes down. And I thought, okay, maybe it'll just be temporary to come back up. You know, cue the SpongeBob, you know, several hours later, you know, and it's just like, oh, I was bundled up in bed, like under 3 blankets, man. I still feel cold. It's like Kramer in that episode of Seinfeld where he fell asleep in the hot tub and the power went out, and then he was like frozen in the water and he couldn't get his core temperature back up, no matter how much he bundled up, drinking hot cocoa and stuff. He couldn't get his core temperature up. He's still cold. That's how I'm feeling, man. I'm a meat popsicle, okay? I'm putting my hands in the yellow circles. I am a meat popsicle. So, yeah, it's been a day. It's been a day. But you know what? We survived. We're here. Better late than never. Glad that you guys could make it again. Apologies that we're running late.
Here's money for the BOOGA train. The sooner I can hear the Andrew sisters, the better.
There you go. Prince the Abyss getting on board the BOOGA train. Let's go. Let's go. You know, we still got some segments to get into tonight. Don't worry, guys. It wasn't like a complete wash, but it may be a bit of a shorter show just because a lot of work was not able to get done. I don't have a laptop. I just have a desktop. So when the power went out, bam, it's all gone.
All hail the Baroness!
This city is headed for a disaster of biblical proportions. Human sacrifice, burning or freezing on the coasts, dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria. Let's go. We got a visit from the Gyat Fairy from Blade 2.0.
Mr. Winter tried to halt the waifu industrial complex and failed.
That's right. That's right. It's going to take a lot more than that. Holy shit, Vintlight with a super
Did
kick.
you hear about TikTok getting banned in 9 days?
No. What? What is this? No, I have not heard of that. I have not heard of that, Vintlight.
Howdy. Coming to you from snowbound home myself.
That's right, man. Zach Long. Hey, there's a lot of people buried in snow. Got a lot worse than I do. So everybody stay safe out there, okay? Everybody stay warm if you're fighting the snow. Stay away from the fire if you're over there on that coast. But yeah, everybody stay safe, please. It's not quite so bad here. It's just that, you know, in the southern states, we don't know how to deal with snow and ice. Okay, 1 inch of snow, it might as well been Armageddon. All right, that's just how it is here. Okay, I'm in the south, the southeast. All right, and that's just how it is here. 1 inch of snow might as well be Armageddon. Might as well be one of those what was it? 12 Monkeys, where Bruce Willis had to go up to the surface dressed in his COVID suit. You know, he was in, the all plastic suit head to toe, like you see people walking. I mean, that movie kind of predicted the future, right? But he was walking around is like that. It might as well be like that for us. We can't handle it. We can't handle it down here. Everybody freaks out. The power goes out. Nobody knows how to fix anything. It's crazy. Okay. It's crazy. But I didn't hear about, thank you, Ventlight, for that big super kicked events right there. You also super kicked Maverick Cat on the stream boss. I was going to give you a shout out there, Maverick Cat. Don't worry. I didn't forget. You did get stream boss there with that initial Shira super kick, but you have been super kicked out along with events, man. And then painting and rambling with a visit from the Gyat Fairy.
The snow. It looks like grated cheese.
Yeah, wait, what was it? The Charlie Brown Christmas? Wasn't it January snowflakes are supposed to be the best? I can't remember. She's like, it was Lucy. It was the stuck up one, She's like, I don't eat December snowflakes. That shit, that's mid as fuck. December snowflakes, mid. I only get the dankest of January snowflakes. So yeah, I don't know, man. Grated cheese, whatever. It's crazy, dude. I didn't even see it snow. I just woke up and there was snow everywhere. And next thing I know, everybody's losing their mind. Mass hysteria, just like the super chat said, man. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. It was crazy, man. All right, but I hope everybody's doing well. We're here regardless, okay? Like the title says, power outage cannot stop the Zook. I was ready. As soon as the power came back on, I'm like, all right, I'll get what I can get together in this short amount of time. I also had to eat something too. I was starving. So yeah, how to get it all ready. So we got some Zook, okay? We're going to have the Zook flowing regardless. We're going to get a few waifus wrangled. And of course, we've got meters to fill up and pinups to unlock, guys. I got some really nice pinups for you. Master Krakken is kind of the star of the show tonight, okay? We got a bunch of stuff from Master Krakken. There's a couple, don't worry, there's a couple from Master Godai and Odacat as well. But Master Krakken kind of stole the show. Whole lot of pinups from him tonight. So if we can get into that, fill up those meters, we'll unlock those pinups there. And then, of course, I'll do a couple of the usual segments. Saturday morning preview. I think you already know what's on the Anime Grindhouse at this point. And then it's like become the Godaner channel over there. But yeah, so we're going to talk about that. And then I might get into a couple of news bits, especially because some of the other segments I was working on got scrapped when the power went out. So
if you think an inch of snow sucks, try 2 to 3 feet of it. It doesn't happen often up here in New York, but when it does, my bomb bay door open wide and I let the F-bombs fly.
I'll let the expletives fly. Holy
Now
shit.
say all hail the Baroness!
Considering how much time you lost, I think everyone will be okay if tonight is Millie Sterner Shorts, starring Pontsu.
Sterner shorts, those are really short shorts on the waifus there. That's right. Thank you, Maverick. I appreciate you guys being understanding. And yeah, it's just like Reverb 154 said, like an inch of snow, that's nothing. Try a few feet. Oh man, like don't get me wrong. I'm well aware that we are just snow sissies. Okay? We are snow sissies down in the South, all right? It's like before it even sticks to the ground, if it just starts falling from the sky, we're closing down schools, okay? We're closing down schools. People are leaving work early. It hasn't even stuck to the ground yet. I can't tell you how many times school has been canceled or work's been canceled, and by the time I get home, it's all
Ohio
gone.
winters. They predict 4 inches of snow. We get 2. People drive like we got 6.
Well, that's probably a good thing. If they're driving like they got 6 inches of snow, that means they're cautious. It's a good thing, right? Okay. But yeah, so yeah, it's pretty wild down here, man. Like by the time I get home from early work closing or school closing back in the day when I was a young bacon bit, the snow was already gone. Because that's how much people freak out here. Okay, we're snow sissies. All right, I'll admit it. But yeah, luckily we survived, and I hope again. I've got to say it quite a few times because I know there's a lot of people out there with feet of snow, dealing with all sorts of ice and other things. Hope you guys are staying safe. Hope the power stays on for all of you. Stay warm. Just stay safe. That's the most important part. All right. But we are going to get into the show, guys. I do have some segments. Like I was saying, I got some news bits here. I was going to make more of an actual full segment out of them, but that got a little messed up. But I still have some of the I don't know what you call it, clips. They're not like clips. It's like screenshots and articles. That's the word I'm looking for. Articles. I still have some of the articles here. and we could talk about it because I thought it would be an interesting new segment to add in to the repertoire as we A-log these memes and wrangle these waifus from 30 and 40-year-old cartoons. Well, why not talk about the latest news? Why not recap the latest news about some of these old properties? Because they're still getting messed with, you know, they're still getting tampered with, rebooted, if you will. You know, it's a mess out there. It's a mess. And I saw a few interesting things that we could discuss. So we'll get into that tonight. And then, of course, we'll wrangle a couple of waifus at the end. And yeah, that'll be about it. That'll be about it. So you guys know what to do. I'm going to give you a shout out. Better late than never. I know we're running late here. I appreciate you being here, guys. So you know what to do. Put that bacon in the sky. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Yeah. All right. I see some bacon going up already. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going to get these shouts out here. I really appreciate you guys being here. Okay, I see Inzeru in the chat, Neo007. We got Mobius1, War Wicked, No Name, OVA, RB, Prince of the Abyss, Based Wave Studios. What's going on? We got Schneed in here, Storm Shield, Imputi. We got T-Bone Tony, Sane Adam, O/. We got Bioshock Superman in here. Zentron is in here. Philip, Fabian, Tomatoes, Killer Tomatoes, Michael Rusum in the chat. Hell yeah. Vent Light. Oh man, I was about to say you were holding on to Stream Boss, but it looks like you've been dethroned already, but I appreciate that. Vent Light in the chat. We got Winter Toker, the Super Toker. Hopefully you are prepped for winter. I mean, it's in your name, so I would assume there. Let's go. We got Rod McChaos. Hail. We got Taverns Pull. Hail. Tommers in the chat. Blade 2.0. Darth Zed. Taylor Sloth. I'm scrolling down. Zahira Smith. Howdy. Alchemy is in here. Daharka 88. Hail. Let's see, Ronald Neal, Charles Long, Triforce Kid, and Master Godai, one of the official channel artists right there on the Orbital Station in the chat, man. Good to see you. I call him Mr. Two Scoops. All right, Master Godai, a.k.a. Mr. Two Scoops. I see 46 Savage, and anybody else I may have missed, I'll try to keep an eye on the chat. You can keep throwing bacon up if you want. I'll see it. I'll see it eventually, all right? I'll see it eventually, but otherwise, we're going to get into the show here. Apologies to anyone I missed. It does skip on me a few times. And we got 100 people to start. We got over 100 people to start. That's a good start. All right. We're off to a good start here. Let's see what that meter's doing. Let's see what that meter's doing since we're off to a good start. I've got a feeling. Are we in Sliver Country? Oh, not quite. We're a little over half. We're over halfway there, living on a prayer, but not quite to Sliver Country, man. Oh, I see Kenzo's Creation is in the chat too. What's going on, buddy? What's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Ruby 4 Vigor is in here. 2 scoops of what? Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. 2 scoops of extra thickness, all right? I call him 2 scoops because he takes the default recipe whenever I request a waifu pinup. It's like, here's the character, if you need a reference image, what have you. It's basically like the recipe, right? Here's what it, for this waifu. And he'll always throw in 2 scoops and make them extra thick. So that's why I call him Mr. 2 Scoops there. All right, so we got Master Godai in the chat, and like I said, we got some pinups from Master Krakken, a whole bunch, and Oda Cat as well. Yeah, it's not just thick; it's thick with like 3 C's. Okay, thick with 3 C's. All right? Speaking, yeah, there's right there. There it is. Perfect example.
Here's your 2 scoops.
Ron McChaos, thank you. Perfect timing. Perfect example. Couldn't have said it better myself. There is your 2 scoops right there, in case you were wondering, all right? So thank you, guys. Hell yeah, bacon ears are the best. All hail Maverick Cat, the current stream boss. Man, Vent Light, you were holding on to it. Maverick Cat came back, the first stream boss, I guess, did not want to give up the throne that easily, okay? So all hail Maverick Cat. Let's get those pizza rolls raining. And a waifu swanging for you, Maverick Cat, currently with 22 hit points. That's what it's going to take to dethrone. 22 hit points on that health bar there for Maverick Cat. And we got cake detected.
Detected.
Yes, cake is detected. Hey, man, I got to make some K pop-ups because we have like 3. Yeah, 3 Yuri pop-ups and no K. So I'm Team K. I feel like a traitor here. You know, I got to make some K-pops. But we got cake detected. Okay, the first of many tonight. I have a feeling. Because when you see some of these pinups that we're gonna unlock, oh my, we've got cake, yams, cake, gams. Oh my, it's the whole kit and caboodle. So let's get into it, guys. One's up if you're here for the long haul. We're gonna get the show started, okay? One's up if you're here for the long haul. 2 if you got other things to do. You know, and I understand if you got to go out, get batteries, get some extra blankets, flashlight, whatever. But hopefully you're all cozy, nestled in, right? So one's up if you're here for the long haul. 2 if you got other things to do. We're gonna get this show on the road here and get into some of these interesting bits here. Because like I said, I found a few interesting tidbits. Some jot and tittles, right? Of news littering the internet. Just like, it's like trash. It's like I just picked it up. It was just littering around the internet. I just picked it up. So we're gonna talk about that. I see a lot of 1s, man. I see a lot of 1s. A couple of 2s, maybe a 1.5 there. You might be on the fence, but I see a lot of 1s. That's good to see. I see a lot of new faces as well. Some new faces and plenty of familiar faces. Hopefully those new faces will stick around though and become familiar faces. All right, that's what we like to see. Become one of us, one of the bim bams, the flum bums, the baconeers. All right. This is a good way to kick off your weekend, to spend your Friday night. Even if you do have to work over the weekend, it's still a good way to spend your Friday night. Kick back, relax with the baconeers, wrangle some waifus, enjoy it, you know, have some laughs along the way, enjoy the madness. And of course, we always wrap up the show with a moment of Zook. So, and we've got that for you tonight too. So don't worry. It's going to be a good time. So glad to see all those ones. Oh, and we got more cake detectives. More cake detectives. I had a feeling.
Here a waifu to warm up. Also tip for cold, use multiple layer of cloth.
Oh, definitely, man. Definitely. I have multi-layered. I have multi-layered on. Normally you know, not so many. I like cold, you know, in summer. I've got the AC cranked all the way. I like to keep it like a meat locker in the house when it's hot outside, okay? I actually like the cold. I don't personally freak out about the snow. I'm aware that in the South, generally speaking, we all freak out about the snow. But I like the cold. So normally, you know, couple of layers, whatever. No, I got like multiple. I'm stacked on the layers, okay? The waifus aren't the only thing that's stacked tonight. I stacked and packed the layers on tonight, trying to warm up. And I'm like Kramer. I told you, I still can't get my core temperature up. I'm still cold. It's kind of crazy. I don't know, man. This is weird. But thank you, though. Thank you for that cake detective. I had a feeling we were going to see more cake tonight. It'll be quite the sight, okay? It'll be quite the sight, all the cake that we're going to see tonight. And speaking of, let's check on that meter. It's quite the sight. It's out of here. We're into sliver country in the next one, in fact. We are in the sliver country into the next meter. That's 1 down already. Let's get into the next one. But first, I want to go ahead and show you this pinup because it's too awesome. And it's kind of a perfect year-end, new year. This one, you know, you get 2 for the price of 1, okay? Bonus, bonus, all right? You get 2 for the price of 1. 1 meter, 2 waifus, let's go. We've got Frosta still rocking her Santa's little outfit. She's still in Santa's little outfit there, but she's unwrapping She-Ra, saying, get rid of 2024, get it out of here. We're unwrapping the new year, all right? Frosta and Santa's little outfit. Get 2024 out of here. It's done. History. We're unwrapping that new year. Going in, spruce. In the buff, right? Facing that new year in the buff. I don't know. Maybe not such a good idea with how cold it is outside, okay? It's a little crazy, but you know what? I think She-Ra can handle it. I think she can take it. Yeah, there's your cake, too. Exposing the cake for 2025. Like I said, it's going to be quite the sight. Birdie! All right, quite the sight. We're going to have cake detected tonight. It's going to be happening, all right? It's already happening. It's going to be crazy. Tim Case says, easy way to warm you up is a large fireplace with at least 2 waifus. I like how he had the minimum there. Minimum 2 waifus. One isn't going to cut it. The fireplace, no. Add a waifu in there, no. You need the fireplace and at least 2 waifus, all right? Now, that's a baconeer. That's a baconeer right there. Let's go. So we got the 2 waifus right here ready to go, okay? That's 2 for the price of 1. All right, next up, we're in Sliver Country. We've got one from Otacat here, and then we're going to get back into the Master Kraken stuff because, like I said, he went crazy this week. He went crazy. We've also got some from Master Godai, too. I don't know. Can we hit it? Stand up. Be counted. All right. Enough hot dogging and grandstanding. All right, I'm just having my fun here. I'm just having my fun. Getting warmed up here, all right? Getting warmed up in more ways than one. Let's go. All right, Saturday morning preview. Let's talk about what we got coming up tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys know the drill. For those of you with blue wrenches, those are coffee members. You already know.
ケーキだったらこれぐらい普通でしょ?
This is going to be a great year. Let's get the weekend starting off right. Glad someone sent in the Tintin opening during carnival surfing. Low-key one of the best action cartoons I have found in recent years.
Yeah, man, Crossfire with the cake detected. Thank you. It is going to be a great year. You know, I was like joking about not making it to 2028. We're going to be fine. It's going to be a great year indeed. And I think it's actually already starting off pretty good. I hope everybody's having a good year so far. I know we're early in, but yeah, it's going to be good. And then that 1010 opening from Channel Surfing. All right. So yeah, that was great. Don't get me wrong. 1010, kind of like memory unlocked. I kind of forgot about him. And the theme song is great. However, it let me know that show is never going to be on any Saturday morning cartoons or anything because just playing the intro got that whole stream blocked. I actually had to trim out that segment. So if you watch the replay, it's just not there. It's not in there at all. It's because I had to trim it out entirely. It got the stream blocked worldwide just for the intro. Normally, you can get away with just the intros of shows. Even for shows that are blocked, you can get away with just the intro. But 1010 was like, no, we don't even want you playing the intro. It was crazy. No, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, Tavern's Pool. It's not, I trimmed it out. It's fine. You can watch the replay. It's still up. No harm, no foul. But it was a nice like learning experience, right? Like, okay, because, you know, everybody had such a good reaction. Oh, 1010. I'm like thinking, hey, maybe I could put this in the lineup, whatever. It was like, no, don't even waste your time. So it was actually kind of nice because otherwise I would have had to render or re-render the Saturday morning that got blocked that had that in that, right? So it was a good thing, man. Don't apologize. It was a good thing, okay? It was a good thing. And public domain, it's like I was talking about on the stream. Sometimes people do weird things with public domain and they'll manage to get the license for it or renew the copyright or do some weird shit. It might be the music. Yeah, it could have been the music in it. I don't really know. I'm not going to like fight it though. I just trimmed out the clip and, you know, dust the hands off, right? Like, all right, done. So, but it was cool. It was cool to see. And, you know, at least we got to watch the intro live. It was short enough that they didn't detect it and block the stream live. It was just after the stream was done and they go back and check all the copyright stuff. No worries, man. No worries. All right. So tomorrow morning, like I was saying, you guys that have the blue wrenches, those are coffee members, channel members over on Coffee there. Really appreciate the support. Every level of the coffee members get early access to the Saturday morning lineup. You get a whole bunch of stuff, actually. You get a whole bunch of stuff. I try to make it as worthwhile as possible. You know, you get the discounts on the merch, you get exclusive art at the higher levels, you get even more exclusive, more spicy art, and then you even get to select some of the art that will be featured on the channel. You get to choose the waifu once a month, man. You get to pick a waifu. So lots of good perks there. But for those of you that aren't, we've got coming up tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you've seen the thumbnail, you can guess one of the shows. We're going to have Lana, Princess Lana, let's go, from Captain In, the Game Master. But what else are we going to see? What are we going to see? Scarlet, tell us what's on Saturday morning. She's ready. She's ready for some OBTV, okay? Scarlet's ready to watch some OBTV. Scarlet has joined the Discord. When Scarlet joins the Discord. Yeah. Red velvet cake. Exactly, man. Exactly. So it wasn't last week. It was a couple weeks ago. We had a G.I. Joe episode that was practically starring Lady J. I mean, she was the main focus. She got wrangled a couple times, gave her own record a run for its money. She was almost a Lady J sandwich. All right. So it was quite the episode. They had the weird missing link monkey creatures that were kind of like messing with her hair. I think they were maybe they were primordial bacon ears. I don't know. But yeah, so we had the Lady J. She was almost a Lady J sandwich. So this week, the return of G.I. Joe, another episode. We've had plenty of Baroness. We've had a lot of Lady J. So now I think it's time Scarlet takes center stage. So we're going to have an episode that I don't know if I would say it necessarily stars Scarlet, but she is definitely featured in it. She is the main waifu there. She's stocked and packed and ready to rumble. All right, rumble in the jungle. So it's going to be a fun episode. G.I. Joe to kick things off. You guys already know I can't stay. It's like G.I. Joe, She-Ra. There's a few episodes, or a few shows rather, that I just can't stay away from. Every other week, you're probably going to get one of these shows, and G.I. Joe is one of them. So we're bringing it back. We've got Scarlet this time. All the waifus need love, okay? Baroness, Lady J, and Scarlet. It's the trifecta. All right, it's the trifecta. All the waifus need love. Let's go. We're fueling up the thrust bus and getting it ready to drive.
As to your earlier about going in spruce to 2025, we are the Baconeers. We shall go in and go in and go in and go in like the U.S. Marshals.
I like it. Thank you, Crossfire. I like it. We need our own like battle cry, you know, like it can't be spoon because that's the tick, but something like that. We need something like that. Wooga wooga booga. But I guess we already have it. Wooga wooga booga booga. That is our battle cry. So yes, thank you, Crossfire, and thank you for fueling up the thrust bus. We've got a few tickets on the Booga train. Let's see if we can fuel up the thrust bus a little more, get it ready to drive with diameter, and then some winged waifus ready for takeoff, because that's foreshadowing for the pinups. We got some winged waifus, some new pinups of winged waifus ready for takeoff. All right, guys, we're gonna fly to the waifu zone. We're going right to the waifu zone. So as you saw on the thumbnail, Lana is there. So we've got Lady J, or I'm sorry, not Lady J. We've got Scarlet. We've got Lana. It's all the classic babes, all right? We're bringing back all the classic waifus, sort of like last week how we did the rerun of Cadillacs and Dinosaurs so we could have Anna, classic waifu, doing it again. Although this isn't a rerun.
More fuel for the bus.
Let's go, Reverb 150 fuel. 154. 150 fuel. There you go, 150 fuel. The thrust bus. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So yeah, this one isn't a rerun. This is an episode I haven't played on the channel before, but it is Lana. She's a classic waifu, one of the original waifus when we first started up doing Saturday morning cartoons and doing the live streams, wrangling these waifus. She was one of the first, along with Hannah. And who was the other? I think it was Tara from Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I believe that was the original trifecta.
Well, who am I to keep the train from leaving the station? Let's get the choo-choo going.
Let's go. Let's go. I hear it coming down the line. I hear it coming down the line. Even through all the snow and ice. We got the snow piercer here. Even through all that snow and ice. Maverick Hat fueling up the thrust bus. Making sure he stays Scream Boss too.
Yeah, let's get that thrust bus gassed up. How else is it going to be ready to drive in the Waifu Grand Prix?
Exactly. That's coming up soon. We got a Waifu Mania event coming up soon. We'll have the first ever Waifu Grand Prix coming up. We got the second annual Cheese Awards coming up. Man, lots of events. This is going to be, and my birthday's in 2 weeks. Holy shit, my birthday is in 2 weeks. This is a busy month, okay? This is going to be a really busy month. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, okay. It's going to be fun. I'm glad, hopefully this is like the snowstorm that we get, because I'm in the South. Like I said, we don't normally get a lot of snow and ice. Maybe once per year, if any. So I'm hoping that this is it. We got it out of the way and there won't be any more hiccups, because it's going to be a busy rest of the month, man. It's going to be crazy. But speaking of that snow, I hear the train coming through.
Me, boy. Is that the
there it is.
Choo-choo?
It's the Chattanooga choo-choo. Right on
Boy,
time.
you can give me a shine.
And load it up with pantsu. Let's go. So we got, I always like seeing Kitty on the caboose there. He's just loaded all the pantsu in the caboose. He's that devious look on his face. Oh man, what a character. You gotta love Kitty.
Pardon me. Pontsu.
Nerdic Warrior, hell yeah, man. who said it was their birthday this week? Nerdic Warrior? Yeah. Happy birthday, Nerdic Warrior. And Neo, your birthday's next month. I know that there were a lot of Baconeer birthdays in, I think it was September. If I remember correctly, it was like the fall season, and we had a ton of Baconeer birthdays. But that's cool to see that there's some January, some February, some winter birthdays as well. Always nice, always nice. Hell yeah. So happy early birthday to those of you got one coming up. I'll keep it in mind. Just let me know the exact day, and we'll give you a shouts out. We'll give you a shouts out. Because yeah, it's gonna be a busy month. We got the Waifu Mania, Waifu Grand Prix, second annual Cheese Awards, birthday in 2 weeks, all sorts of other craziness. The usual madness, right? The usual madness that keeps us pretty busy already. Yeah. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. All right. So going back to our roots, okay? In the Saturday morning lineup, we're bringing back the classic waifus. We got Lana here, Princess Lana. We also got one that we haven't seen in a while, quite some time. Quite the sight to see the waifu from Skeleton Warriors, Talon. She's voiced by Jean Grey. It might as well be Jean Grey. She's got the red hair, same animation studio that worked on X-Men. So might as well be Jean Grey, just in a different outfit. I think she even has psychic powers or telekinetic powers, one of the two. Jean had both. She was telepathic and telekinetic. I think Talon is just telekinetic, but close enough. Same voice actress, red hair, all that. It's just an alternate reality Jean Grey as far as I'm concerned. So we're going to have that in the lineup, but also there's going to be a lot of other redheads showing up, okay? If you start to notice a trend here, we've got Scarlet, we've got alternate universe Jean Grey, we've got random waifu number 231. It's just a random nameless waifu just in this scene. But then we have devious waifus, deceptive waifus, okay? Waifus in disguise may not be who you think it is. Before you start going wooga wooga booga booga, this could be a waifu in disguise. But then we also have waifus in disguise. So Scarlet's going to be dressed up as a cobra, not commander, but commando. Maybe she's going commando. It looks like it. I mean, Scarlet, you're kind of the camel toe is just it's just all out there. Maybe they said dress as a cobra commando, not go commando in the cobra suit. All right, but we're not complaining. We're not complaining, right?
Framing. That's framing.
That is classic framing. Classic framing right there. This guy, he's one of us. Look at him. He's checking it out. Look at that side eye. He's like, yeah, we told her Cobra Commando outfit and she went commando. He's doing the fist pump, Yeah! He's one of us. He's one of us. Let's go. So, we've got Scarlet in disguise, waifus in disguise. Some waifus might be deceptive, not really what they seem. And then we've got Kevin, Captain N himself, trying to disguise himself as a waifu to infiltrate the waifu secret meeting, the secret organization known as Slumber Party, okay? He tried to infiltrate the secret waifu organization known as Slumber Party, and he was found out. He was found out, all right? It's much like in real life, all right? You're not fooling anybody, okay? Just like in real life, you're not fooling anybody. We can always tell when it's a guy. So, so yeah, we got the waifus here. The Slumber Party organization's been infiltrated by Captain N. And another classic, not just the waifus themselves, but a place that we haven't visited in quite some time. Okay. And that's a place I like to say, Midriff City. Go. Look at Lana. She's telling him, get your ass to Midriff City. Lana, your ass is kind of hanging out there. My goodness. How did they get away with that? I'm looking at the midriff, but then there's also some cake detected there.
Booty!
My goodness. Yeah, the cake escape. Cake escape. It's getting out of there. It's hanging out of there. It's trying to escape. But yeah, Lana is saying, get your ass to Midriff City. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just go straight to Midriff City and get to wrangling. This cake isn't going to wait around forever. It's trying to escape already. Look at it go, man. It's getting out of there. My goodness. So we got Midriff City, another visit. I don't know if we've been to Midriff City in a while, maybe by chance, and I just miss calling it out. Usually I'm talking about the theme of the waifus, if they're wearing certain outfits or they have a like an evil waifu theme or something like that. But this is just straight up midriff.
Lana has quite the midriff-ficus.
The midrifficus. Yes, Maverick Cat, thank you for rocking the boat there with Baroness, man. All hail the Baroness. She's really putting her back into it, you know. She's really putting her back into it, rocking that yacht. But yes, Lana does have quite the midrifficus. And the Bootimus Maximus, all right? And then we're going to have Conan. Conan, you're basically guaranteed a whole bunch of midriff stacked and packed waifus, even though the joke is, you know, oh, they made a Saturday morning cartoon based off an R-rated movie, you know, like they did that with RoboCop and a few other things. But Conan actually stays pretty true to it as much as they can in a Saturday morning cartoon because there's wall-to-wall waifus, all right? It's Midriff City. I think this might have been the birthplace of Midriff City, right? The old Sumerian, the old Sumerian Midriff City, okay? Like this was the birthplace. This was the Hyperborean Midriff, all right? It's pretty awesome. So then, last but certainly not least, another classic waifu, classic side waifu. She was never really a main waifu. I think she only showed up in like 2 episodes, but when she showed up, she made quite the impact on the Bacon Ears. We certainly were discussing her for a while, her and her midriff there. Midrifficus, I like that, from the Midriffopolis, yeah. My Lay, not your lay, My Lay from Street Fighter, okay? That's actually her name, okay? I shit you not. That is her name. My Lay from Street Fighter. Actually, I think it's Blanca's Lay, okay? We'll see. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Vega's trying to make it his lay. So whose lay will it be? But I don't know. We'll have to find out tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be wrangling and tangling in Midriff City, okay? Whose lay could it be? Whose side is she on? But whose side is she on? WWO. For life. Hell yeah. So we're going to have Street Fighter, Captain N, the Game Master, G.I. Joe, Skeleton Warriors, Conan, a few other goodies in there, a couple surprises, some random commercials. You know how we do. A full block, 9 to noon, Eastern Standard Time. And guess what? It runs even if the power goes out, okay? So even if us snow sissy Southerners down here can handle a little more ice, if a little more ice falls or forms, I guess snow falls, the ice forms, whatever. I'm serious. There's like ice stalactites forming from the trees and shit. Okay. So just in case, don't worry. It's already set. The premiere is set. It's good to go. So even if my power goes out, we're going to have Saturday morning cartoons no matter what. It's going to happen. So 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, the full block, 9 to noon. Whole lot of craziness. Hopefully you guys will be able to make it. Like I said, be safe, stay warm out there, okay? Yeah, whose lay is it anyway? Exactly, Blade 2.0. You guys get it. All right, so Saturday Night Anime, we've got the Anime Grindhouse. I'm going to try to make sure it's not set up just yet, but I'm going to render it tonight. I'm going to upload it tonight while the power's on. I'm going to try to get it set up so that way, in case anything happens tomorrow, this will also happen regardless. But not really too big of a surprise. I think you guys know by now this is like the 4th, maybe 5th week in a row that we have watched Go Danner, but it is the final week, okay? This is the season finale and series finale because it only got 2 seasons. So this is the end of season 2, which is also the end of the series. The final 6 episodes, all right? We're going to be watching all 6 episodes just like last week. It's a little over 2 hours. What was last week's, like 2 hours and 15 minutes? I think last week's Anime Grindhouse was somewhere around 2:15, maybe 2:20, not even 2.5. I know that it was under 2.5, okay? Oh, let's go. We got 10 big Bison bucks.
I bring news from the West. Mordor burns. A cleansing fire has been unleashed. The letters and their allies only cry out in pain. They lack the ability to strike you as they do so.
They cry out in pain as they strike at you. That meme, that quote, it's like, oh man, chef's kiss. Thank you, Commies and Odd People, for the 10 big Bison bucks right there. Mordor is burning. Oh my goodness, dude. And when you said the letters, I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm thinking of the Hollywood letters, because aren't they on fire too? My goodness. Could that be any more symbolic? Wow. You know what? That goes with some of the news that I was going to talk about tonight. You know, we got a couple of news bits to get into, but thank you for the 10 big Bison bucks. So tomorrow night, Anime Grindhouse, that is going to be midnight Eastern Standard Time, and that's going to be over on Orbital Bacon Bits, the second channel. I think most of you already know, but I still, every now and then, I still get people asking, what happened to the anime on the main channel? Well, it's been moved over to Orbital Bacon Bits. I found, kind of live and learn, trial and error, whatever you want to call it. I found that keeping the content spread between two channels is much safer, because having it all focused on one channel, well, that's risky. You know, you're going to get copyright strike and then everything's gone. So it's much safer to spread them out. So that's why we do live action, and anime is now over on Bacon Bits, and the Saturday morning cartoons and the live streams are here on the main channel. That's how we do it. And I also have a gaming channel that I'm going to finally get back to. I was doing well for a while there. We had like a few weeks in a row, and then I had some technical issues in October and just said, fuck it up. I had other things come up, and I was like, I'll just come back to this later. But we are going to get back to that gaming channel, and we're going to play DC Task Force. Man, that's another thing. The power went out. I hope I have those screenshots. I took some screenshots of this game. It's a fan-made game, but it's like better than most official games. I think like Shredder's Revenge is the only game that even comes close to it as far as like being on par. It's really well made, and it's got not just DC characters, but some other Saturday morning cartoon characters like the Wildcats, and Spawn and the Mask. Oh man, the Mask. Oh, we got to talk about that. We got to talk about the Mask, because that's a cartoon I unfortunately can't show, but I think we've all seen a clip, or most of us has probably seen a clip floating around, because the algorithm just works like that. Okay, the algorithm just works like that, where we've got these clips floating around, and everybody seems to get recommended the same clip. It's kind of, I don't know. I find it amusing, but we're gonna get into that. In fact, why don't we do that right now? Why don't we talk about news and updates? We'll talk about a few crazy things here that have been going around. But yeah, so this clip was going around the algorithm. Let's check it out.
Mayor or not, nobody jilts Cookie Baboom and gets away with it.
Cookie Baboom. Va-va-boom. Yeah, this girl's a bomb, all right? This has been making the rounds, and I think anybody who watches any sort of nostalgic content, especially old cartoons, YouTube was feeding this to you. They were like, look at this waifu.
Mr. Mayor, it's that exotic dancer you were dating.
I like how he got the word strip out before saying stripper, and then even said exotic dancer in a cartoon, supposedly kids cartoon.
Her out of here before she ruins my wholesome image.
Miss Baboom, you can't just...
Oh, can't I?
Dynamite.
Wooga. Okay, that's going to be a reaction right there. The dynamite. We got to have that for other waifus.
That's right, 2 megatons worth.
2 scoops, all right? 2 scoops right here. 2 megatons and 2 scoops. Booga, wooga.
Boobs!
Oh.
So many boobies!
2 megatons, 2 scoops. Let's go.
Yes!
These Bison bucks are for Miss Varvoom.
All right, I'll see that she gets them. I'll see that. We'll put the Bison bucks right there next to the dynamite there, and hopefully nothing goes off, all right?
Cookie, let's be reasonable here.
You blew me off. Now I'm gonna blow you away.
Phrasing.
Slap too, Smidley, disarm her.
On my salary? I don't even get overtime, you cheapskate.
Now then, our special today is the bikini cocktail.
Yeah, so if you're wondering, like, what cartoon is this, in case you hadn't actually watched the clip, it's from The Mask. It is actually meant to be like a kid's cartoon.
I I prefer mine.
With a
All right, so let's see. Is the mask, is he one of us? I think he is.
twist.
Whoa! Wooga wooga booga booga. This has suddenly turned into like a Master Kraken pinup. You know, the bikini cocktail. Well, there goes the 10 Bison bucks. That was it. That was nestled in the dynamite. It's gone now.
Oh my. Lady, you're under arrest.
Yeah, cuff her. Cuff her. Get her wrangled. Get her in your stable. Get the cuffs on her. Wrangled and tangled. Get her in your stable.
Now, why did you say it was a bomb?
No, you said that.
I said she was the bomb.
Oh man, classic. Classic. That's like a meme edit that I would do. That's like the type of meme edit that I would do. I approve. I approve of this meme. All right, I can't take credit for it, but I approve. I approve. Credit due to whoever made it. So yeah, that's from the mask. Unfortunately, it gets blocked. I think that one is a holy shit, reverb zooking out. Let's fucking go.
Not only does Hollywood burn, but this is pushing the studios to relocate to other states. If this does happen, we may get better cartoons from them, because without the blue golden states tyranny, the cartoons can flow freely again.
Yes, yes indeed.
All hail the Baroness!
First donation from me. It's also snowing here in South Carolina with a few light power outages, but your waifus here will keep me warm. Happy early birthday to Bacon Ear Boss. And Miss Vavoom is smoking.
He actually did the smoking. Let's go. Thank you, Duo Maxwell, for the first super chat there. A fine choice having Baroness rock the Gyat, man. She's really putting her back into it. So all hail the Baroness. And then Reverb 154 is zooking out. My goodness, man.
We like Zook, see?
We like Zook, okay? He's zooking out. Thank you so much. And yeah, hopefully we do get some better media out of this, you know? Hopefully we do. Fingers crossed, right? But thank you. And also, all hail Reverb as the new stream boss. Zooking his way right into stream boss. All hail. Let's get those pizza rolls raining. Let's get a waifu swanging for you, good sir. Thank you so much. 60 big hit points right there. 60 hit points. My goodness, that's quite the health bar. Thank you so much. We should probably check on the meters as well. Might have another pinup or two to unlock. Let's check it out. Let's see where we're at. Keep an eye on it. It doesn't go slow anymore. You got to keep an eye on it. Holy shit. Okay, so it filled up that one and then nestled right into Sliver Country on the next one. You know, it's like, all right, so we're in Sliver Country on the next one. So we got another pinup to unlock. Let's see what we got. Okay, so this pinup is a waifu that actually fits in with tomorrow's. She's not in tomorrow's lineup, but she fits in tomorrow's lineup. We got another redhead here, redhead supremacy. Anybody want to take a guess? Who's that waifu? Who's that waifu? Anybody want to take a guess? Who could it be? Who could it be? Damn, you guys are good. A visit from the Gyat Fairy from Reverb 154. Let's go.
We need to make a Miss Vavoom into a proper comic. She can be Vavoom Kaboom, the waifu bombshell.
Oh yeah, she's welcome on board the Orbital station. And like that art style, that's why I mentioned it looked like a Master Kraken pinup, because that art style is like very reminiscent of what he does for the pinups. So I could see him easily getting Miss Vavoom Kaboom, the waifu bombshell boom boom, right on board the Orbital station. Let's go. Thank you for that visit from the Gyat Fairy there. And then, yeah, you guys were able to guess this. You guys are really good. I'm actually impressed because I didn't think it was that obvious, but you guys got it. We got Kimberly from Space Ace. Maybe it was the redhead. Was that it? Was the redhead hint? Is that what helped you out there? Holy shit!
Watching the meter fill has me like, we're breaking the conditioning.
We're breaking the conditioning. Let's go. Thank you. Seymour Blood with a massive $35 super kick to Vince, knocking him right out of the chair for, what is that, like the second or third kick? Man, he's getting his ass kicked tonight. So thank you so much, man. Hell yeah. Let's see what that meter's doing now, man. Already. Sliver Country be gone. We're already halfway through. Halfway there, living on a prayer. to that next one. So we got Kimberly here from Space Ace, another rockin' redhead. Okay, redhead supremacy. That is one of the laws on board the Orbital station.
The clip is from Arcas, the man of style, a channel with good waifu clip.
Yes. Shouts out to Arca. I've seen a lot of clips from him. Those are always getting pushed in the algorithm. I don't know. Must be something I'm watching. Must be something I'm watching that YouTube tries to keep giving me these clips from Arcus, the waifu clip channel. That's basically what it is, a waifu clip channel. I recognize 90%. I'm like, oh, I've shown that on the Grindhouse, you know, like, so yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. I wonder why YouTube keeps showing me that. Good stuff. Thank you though. Thank you. So yeah, we got Kimberly here from Space Ace, redhead supremacy, and we are already over halfway to the next one. Who is the next one? Who's the next waifu? Oh goodness. This one's a bit of a wife fusion. Okay, this one's a bit of a wife fusion here. Another one from Otacat, the second from Otacat here. We've got a wife fusion. I don't know if you guys will be able to guess this one, but we'll come back to that. We're over halfway there. I think we can get there. We're breaking the conditioning. All right, we're breaking the conditioning. Let's go. All right, so some news and updates, some stuff to get into, some stuff to talk about, somewhat of a new segment, or at least a new spin on an old segment, because we've been doing news and updates, but typically when I do the news and updates, it's just whatever is relative to this channel. Maybe there's occasionally some news that's relative to other channels. Like I think it was last week I was talking about some of the new, not strikes, but like blocks, Paramount and Sony. They started blocking Team NT 2003 and Karate Kid. Maybe some others that I don't know about. So that affects some other channels, but it also, I only was really paying attention because it affected me, and then I noticed, oh, okay, and this is going to affect other people. So I wanted to add a new spin to this, where rather than just talk about news here on this channel, we'll talk about news that is in regards to any other show that we might be interested in, because there's all sorts of things being rebooted, or they're trying to make a live action adaptation. I don't know. Does that count as a reboot? I don't know. But a great example here would be He-Man. Okay, so we've got the Masters of the Universe live action show in the works, and it's not looking good. Okay, it's not looking good. It's not looking good, guys. They're basically doing the typical. It might as well be Disney or Netflix or whoever that's doing this. First off, here's your He-Man. I don't know what you guys think about this. I don't know where do they get this twink to be He-Man? Like jacked as fuck, blonde hair, blue-eyed He-Man is going to be played by this guy. Wow, and the numbers just dipped by like 30. So maybe you guys don't want current news. Should I scrap the current events? Do you want me to scrap current events, chat? I just saw the numbers drop by 30 people. Should I scrap current events? I'm gonna like this. That's whoa, buddy. Like whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. But because I was just gonna rag on Master of the Universe. Here, I'll finish the segment. It is what it is. But yeah, so we've got this guy playing He-Man. I can't even remember the guy's name. All I know is that he does not like the campiness of the original show. He said in an interview to the Hollywood Reporter that the old show was full of a lot of camp and they're going to do something different, and that's good because the old campy stuff sucks. I mean, I added that part. I'm paraphrasing a bit, right? But he doesn't like the classic cheese. He's not all about that zook, that spark, that spin, that crystal twist, that foo-pa. He's not all about that, okay? He wants it to be serious, super serial, all right? He wants it to be super serial for He-Man and Masters of the Universe. And I looked at some of his past movies, like what has he been in? And it's basically a bunch of woke shit.
Yes! Twink Man and the failures of the DI-verse.
Yes, exactly, Maverick Cat. It's gonna fail. It is DEI through and through. And like I said, I looked up the guy's filmography, and he was in some movie called Bottoms. Okay. He was in a movie called Bottoms.
Dolph Lundgren did a better job than this stickman ever could.
exactly. Like Dolph Lundgren was jacked as fuck, and he was almost not big enough to be He-Man, you know? Like He-Man is impossibly muscular. So yeah, Dolph Lundgren is probably the closest we're ever gonna get. But this guy here on the left was in a movie called Bottoms, which is about high school lesbian cheerleaders. Okay, so that's this guy's like track record. He doesn't like cheese, he doesn't like camp, he doesn't like old cartoons, and the movies that he's acted in were about high school lesbian cheerleaders. So, and not in the fun way. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding about that. But no, it was like in a very woke, shitty way, right? And not only that, but main actor aside, the word on the street is that it's going to pull a lot of inspiration from Revelation, because that actor did mention that the cartoon was just one iteration and there were actually others like Revelation and the comic books. He mentioned those two things specifically. He didn't say the New Adventures of He-Man from the late 90s or the He-Man from 2002. He said, no, there's other ones like Revelation and the comics. Well, guess what the comics are based on, guys? The comics are based on Revelation. I shit you not. The He-Man comics are based on Revelation. So there is a very good chance that this movie is going to pull a lot of inspiration from that. Not only that, but the guy who played the Mountain in Game of Thrones, he, that massive dude, the guy who probably should be He-Man, I don't know, but he's playing one of the, what do they call him? The Goat Man or something like that? I don't know. It's some character that didn't exist in the old cartoon that was actually from Revelation. So the fact that they've got a character that's exclusive to Revelation, the main actor is talking about, hey, don't think about the old cartoon, think about the comic books and Revelation, when the comic books were based on, So no, it's not Beastman. No, it's not even Beastman. It's like Goat Man or something. He has like ram horns and he's wearing like red armor. I should have got a picture. I did have stuff. Again, apologies guys, because when the power went out, it fucked up a lot of the stuff that I had set up here, the slides and stuff that I had that I was working on. But yeah, it was basically a character from Revelation. So yeah, they're gonna screw up He-Man. They're gonna screw up He-Man and Masters of the Universe, unfortunately. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I tell you this just so that it will spare you from wasting your money on it. Don't even get your hopes up, don't even like waste your energy, your thoughts, your effort, just like, screw it. Go back and watch the old cartoon again, just go back and watch the old cartoon again, because the cheese must flow and they are certainly not letting the cheese flow. Yeah. Jared Leto is Skeletor, I think. So it's wild, man. It's wild. The less we talk about it, the better, right? Because the casting is pretty jank in that movie, but it might not be as jank as this casting that might be happening in the MCU. Okay. Now this next one is pretty scary, guys. I'm going to give you a warning. Okay. I know October was months ago. It's not Halloween anymore. But I'm going to give you a warning. I mean, I guess it is kind of relevant because that Nosferatu movie just came out. So we have Black Nosferatu. This creature wants to be Storm in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Black Nosferatu has expressed interest, set their sights on playing Storm in the MCU. Okay. And with as much talk as going on, it almost sounds like it might already be happening and they just haven't made it official yet. But this could very well be your new Storm in whatever Disney's X-Men movie. Has Disney put out an X-Men movie? Not counting Wolverine and Deadpool. That's not technically an X-Men movie. But like, I don't think Disney has put out an official X-Men movie yet. They just had mutants popping up here and there. And then they did the Deadpool thing. So when they do their official X-Men film, this could very well be your Storm. But I think that this also gives us a hint as to what they could be adapting the story from. So it's kind of like with He-Man, how the actor who's playing He-Man, even though he shouldn't be, he said that it's going to be based on Revelation, right?
I just threw up in my mouth from that.
I tried to warn you, man. I tried to warn you, okay? Thank you for that visit from the Gyat Fairy there. I tried to warn you there, though, okay? But no, I think that this gives us a hint, though, this casting, much like the actor in He-Man said, oh, well, you know, there's not just the old cartoon. There's more. There's other things. And it led us to find out that they're going to pull inspiration from Revelation. Well, this casting of Storm is leading us to one of two possibilities, chat, okay, that I think they're going to pull the story from. One is from an issue of Sword issue number 8, where there was an invasion, alien invasion going on. Sword is like S.H.I.E.L.D., you know, S.H.I.E.L.D. run by Nick Fury, but Sword is like the space version. So while S.H.I.E.L.D. watches everything on Earth, Sword watches for alien invasions. So I'm thinking they're going to pull the plot from Sword issue number 8, where Storm got infected by this alien invader, this tentacle monster, okay? So I think that could be it. Now, if I'm wrong, there's another possibility. Could be something else. There is another one, okay? There was also an alternate universe. We know how the multiverse is all the rage right now, yeah? The multiverse is all the rage. So we could have an alternate universe Storm, all right? May not be that they're going to stick with the mainline universe, the 616 universe, and so she won't be ruining that version of Storm, right? But it could be an alternate timeline from Excalibur, okay? Excalibur Weird War 3 #1. We could be getting Nazi Zombie Storm. We could be getting Nazi Zombie Storm from Excalibur Weird War 3 #1. It's an alternate reality, an alternate universe, and we know how they love the multiverse. Okay, we know how they love the multiverse over there. So we could be getting Nazi Zombie Storm. All right, I don't know. Which do you think? If the Black Nosferatu already said that they want to be Storm. There's talks, there's mutterings, right? Are we going to see Sword issue number 8 or Excalibur Weird War 3 #1? I don't know, chat. It's, take it with a grain of salt. These are just rumors. But I think, could be something coming up here in the near future. Let's get a visit from the Gyat Fairy as a palate cleanser. Let's go.
Fun fact, the He-Man comics that continue the cartoon DID have an ending years ago, and they ended with Adam turning into He-Man fully, Teela becoming the sorceress, and the two of them have a kid who gets his own power sword and becomes Hero. Thank God.
Based, they get married and have a kid named Hero. Kind of a cheesy name, but I like it. It works, especially in the He-Man universe, which is camp. You can't have He-Man without camp. What are they thinking? All right, so hell yeah, man. All right, so yeah, just a couple of news bits that I found there lying around the internet, littering the internet, a few pieces of trash. I don't know, man. Maybe we'll keep it around some current events. It might be a fun new segment, right? Keep that up every week because they keep messing with our classics. And I don't know. I feel inclined to report on it for you to save you from it so you don't waste your money. You don't even waste your time, okay? That's why I feel inclined to report on it. Plus, give us a laugh, right? Give us a laugh along the way. Because otherwise you'd be recoiling in terror. I think, Reverb, I think already was. Some of you might have already been recoiling in terror. But, try to make it humorous. Some laughs where we can find them, right? All right. So, and then last but not least for the news and updates, I will still give you the channel surfing for the coming week. We'll keep that going. Don't you worry. So channel surfing coming up Wednesday, 8 p.m. This is like everybody's new favorite stream. It's weird that I'm jealous because It's my stream too, but for some reason, Sterner Stuff, I guess because it was the first one, I have like the sentimental attachment, right? Sentimental attachment. So I'm like, man, but you know, it's all good. It's all good. This is everybody's new favorite, channel surfing. Let's go. Tomer says one's in the chat for current events in our biodome. Yeah, let's go. One's up if you like the current events segment. 2 if it's not for you. One's up if you like current events. 2 if it's not for you. It'll be a short segment regardless. And you know, I like to throw in some humor there. So hopefully you'll keep it around. I'm seeing a lot of ones. I haven't seen a single 2. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. All right. So yeah, we got channel surfing coming up here. Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every week. We do this every week. And this week, the theme is Chun-Li is very much integral here. Not just because Street Fighter is on the lineup for tomorrow, but because the theme for this week is Kung Fu fighting. Everybody, Kung Fu fighting. Let's go. I want your favorite Kung Fu movie trailer. If there's a commercial that featured Kung Fu, think Tang with the monkeys doing Kung Fu when they put that orange flavor in your glass and then kick your ass. Let's go. We got the Kung Fu monkeys. So movie trailers, commercials, songs. I mean, you know, of course, there's a classic, everybody Kung Fu fighting, but there's also a lot of good music in the soundtracks to movies like Bloodsport, man. You can already bank on the Bloodsport song being played at the beginning of that stream. Okay, I'll just tell you right now. The Bloodsport soundtrack is going to be blaring at the start of channel surfing on Wednesday. All right, yeah, Kung Pao. Oh shit, there's stuff that like I didn't even think of yet. You know, I was just going through and like, you know, Bruce Lee movies because he was my favorite. You know, some Chuck Norris stuff. Some other random things that we've been watching in the Discord. Shouts out OBTV, especially Dre. Dre loves the classic Kung Fu. He plays stuff even I haven't seen before. So yeah, really cool stuff. I think there's a lot of potential there. Okay, so I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. That'll be Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Kung Fu fighting, all right? Be ready. We're gonna, she kicks high. I think that'll count, you know. She kicks high, right? That's some Kung Fu, right? Some waifu kicks. We're gonna have some waifu kicks going on, right? Okay. Tomer says my pronouns are hi, ya. Based? Fucking based. All right, you guys are awesome.
But first you must take the pebble from my hand.
Yes. Don't focus on the moon, or you will miss all the heavenly glory. Holy shit, I love that fucking quote, dude. I know that wasn't even the same scene you were talking about, but it just popped in my head where Bruce Lee is like, don't focus on the moon, or you will miss all the heavenly glory. And apply that to cake, right? Apply that to a waifu, right? Apply that to a waifu when the cake is out, right? You don't want to focus on the moon. You'll miss all the other heavenly glory, like the yams.
Boobs!
All right, so it's wise words to live by, okay? So that's going to be channel surfing this Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see you guys there. Should be a lot of fun, and I especially can't wait to see what you guys come up with for that stream because, yeah, that'll be wild. That's going to be wild. That's going to be fun. Good times. Let's go. All right, let's see where that meter's at. Oh, we can't stop here. This is Sliver Country. Somebody where's Spider-Man? Get him out of here. This is Sliver Country. We can't stop here. So close to the next waifu. All right. Okay, let's see what we got up next here. Oh shit. Well, shit. That might we really cannot stop here because we're already into the waifu roundup. We got some waifus to wrangle and tangle. And then we're going to be wrapping up the show. I did say it would probably be a shorter show because the power was out for over 4 hours thanks to us Southern Snow Sissies.
Yes! Begone, Sliver.
Reverb 154 with 10 big Bison bucks. The perfect amount to knock that Sliver right out of here. Get it out of here. Now we can get to that next pen up here. All right, any guesses on this one? This is a wife fusion. This is a wife fusion. Who could it be? Which two waifus? I'll give you credit even if you can guess one there. If you can get just one half of the equation. One half of the equation, I think, is all you need. Baroness and no, and then it is. It's Baroness and Elvira, specifically Elvira at the end of the movie, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, in her Rambo getup, Rambo Commando, okay? It is Rambo Commando, unless stockings count. I don't know. But we got Baroness as a Rambo Commando Elvira, a wife fusion, courtesy of Otacat. This one's been since like we've been needing to unlock this one for a while. I feel bad because this was a stream boss request, and I know they've been waiting on it. So it's been in the oven for a minute. It's okay. It's okay. But now that we got that, we've got it unlocked. Another glorious Y fusion there. Baroness and Elvira, Rambo Commando style. Let's go. I like the torn stockings too. That's a nice touch. Nice touch there. Next up, I don't even have silhouettes for you because these pinups, the artist got them done, but since the power was out, I wasn't able to make the silhouette, the shadow version. So I can't really give you a silhouette. These next ones are all from Master Krakken. We've got a showcase, okay? We've got a showcase of Master Krakken pinups to get into. These are waifus that were featured in this past Saturday lineup. So they're relevant waifus. Plus, he made a bit of a comic. It's almost like a story arc going on. So as we unlock these pinups, it's going to progress this story arc here. It's kind of cool. I like what he did. So, it's still a pinup, but he added a little context, some speech bubbles. We've got Kitty off to the side causing some trouble, right? So, as we unlock the pinups, we progress through the storyline. It's pretty cool. I really like this. Master Krakken, he's knocking it out of the park. As always. Plus, we've got Master Godai coming up, Mr. Two Scoops, also with some relevant waifu from this past week's lineup, a Gyat Fairy, in fact. You're definitely going to want to see that because it's Mr. Two Scoops providing us with a Gyat Fairy. My goodness. Can we hit it? Let's go. All right, guys. So the waifus to wrangle, unfortunately, man, I don't even have my usual slides. So we're just going to have to look at this one, and then I'll have to pull them up individually. But we mostly went over everything from this past week. We had, wait, is that even the right? No. Where is it? My goodness. There it is. Okay, yeah, we had the Gyat Fairy. Let's get her on screen. That's the right one. Why are there so many Gyat Fairies? I never knew we had so many. So yeah, we had the Gyat Fairy here. We had Glimmer and Shira got shrunk down to Gyat Fairy size, and because they're magical waifus, they count, okay? They count. They're magical. They have magical powers. They shrank down to fairy size, so they count as two Gyat Fairies, two scoops of Gyat Fairies in one hand, all right? All you can fit in one hand there. And then we also had, speaking of two scoops, my goodness, Hannah stacked and packed, eating up those Frostiflakes last Saturday morning. My goodness. So yeah, it was a good lineup though. Unfortunately, I was not able to make official slides. I was going to do a couple of memes and stuff like we normally do. You guys already know power outage. It's in the title. We started late. I do apologize. I feel really bad, actually. I should have, I don't know. Should I have just skipped the show? Nah, I shouldn't just. I think something's better than nothing, okay? Just like better late than never, something better than nothing. I'm glad I didn't skip the show, but I feel bad. I don't have all the content that I had planned for you guys. Normally, I've got a couple of memes to go along with the waifu wrangling, and I just wasn't able to do that since the power was out here due to the snowstorm. But we did get some cool new segments here with the modern, what did I call it? Recent events? Current events? Damn, I'm zooking out already. The current events, we had that in there. That'll be a fun new segment, and a couple other things that are coming up real soon, some events. And then even if we don't unlock them tonight, I'll save them for next time, and it'll be sort of a new pinup style. We'll do like a mixture. Some pinups will just be the pinups by themselves, and then we're going to start to have these story arc pinups where along with them they'll have some speech, maybe Kitty in the background, add some context to what's going on, and as you unlock them, a story will unfold. And not just a story will unfold, all new fashion will unfold. Man, the outfits will unfold. It's going to be really cool. So yeah, we've got a lot of fun stuff coming up for sure. So I hopefully you guys have enjoyed the madness so far tonight. You know, what we were able to have, you know, better something than nothing. Better something than nothing. Not the longest Sterner stuff, but we had some fun here. Be sure to like up the stream if you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed the increment weather show. Thanks for the stream.
Hell yeah. Blade 2.0 with a visit from the Gyat Fairy. I appreciate it, man. I hope you guys had some fun. Again, apologies that it's not the usual like full 2-hour stream going all the way up to midnight, or that would be like 3 hours because I normally start at 9, but you know what I mean. But yeah, so thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed the madness here. Be sure to like up the stream if you enjoyed the madness along the way. Let's check that meter one last time and see if we got any more waifus. I think we were just in Sliver Country. Yeah, we're just in Sliver Country for that next one. But I'll save them for next time. Plus, oh, and I found that screenshot too. Hold on, let me show you this game so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to be playing this on Sunday, okay? Oh shit, the meter's in the way. Let me zoom out so you can see. We got Voodoo in there, Starfire meeting the Wildcats. But this is a fan-made game made on the Open Bore engine. And for anybody who knows, it's kind of like make your own Streets of Rage. It's just like Streets of Rage open source, you know, so just build your own. And people will take existing sprites, sometimes they'll make original sprites, mix and match levels and backgrounds from other games that you might recognize, and mash them together to make their own games. This particular creator here, one-man army, makes these games that you would think are polished, you know, official studio releases licensed by whoever owns this stuff. I mean, it's crazy because all the characters look spot on. They have all the powers that you think they should have. You know, it's like a Mugen. It is. It's like a Mugen or Mugen. Is it Mugen or Mugen? I don't know. But yeah, it's very much like that. It's very much like that, but not quite as jank. I don't know. Nothing against Mugens, but a lot of the ones that I've played are kind of jank, right? This one is so fucking polished, all right? It is polished. It's like, oh man, chef's kiss. It's better than some of the other recent releases like G.I. Joe Wrath of Cobra, blows it out of the water. And I'll even say this is better than that new Power Rangers game. That new Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind, while it is better than the G.I. Joe Wrath of Cobra, because that was kind of a stinker. I hate to say it, I was really hyped for Wrath of Cobra. I like G.I. Joe. You can play as Scarlet. You can fight Baroness. Waifu Wars, right? I was hyped for it, and I wanted to like the game, but it sucks. It just sucks, okay? Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind is better, but still not quite as good. All of the Rangers, all 5 that you get, and then you can unlock the 6th one, but it doesn't really matter because they all have the same moveset. They do the same combo and then end with a heavy strike from their weapon. And then when you hit the Ultra move, they basically just pose, and it's you know, like fire for the Red Ranger, lightning for the Yellow Ranger. You know, it's just a different element that does a screen clear. So it's really disappointing, you know? And then the Zord fights, they're kind of cool, like they're kind of gimmicky, and that's really where it ends. It's like, oh, this is cool, nice gimmick, and then it becomes very frustrating very quickly because it's this weird first person like super punch out thing. So yeah, I was going to stream the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind, but it frustrated me too much, and these fan-made games are actually better. They're better made, they're more fun, they have more characters. There's a Power Rangers one too. It's not made by the same guy, but it's just as well made. This one in particular is called DC Task Force. He actually just released it this week. He just released to the public. I support him on Patreon, so I had an early access, so I've been able to already play through the game, find all the secret characters and shit. So on Sunday, I'm going to play the official release because the early release didn't have music. So I'm going to play the official one that'll have a soundtrack in the background and play through, unlock all the characters, find all the secrets and stuff again. It's a lot of fun. I'll stream that on Sunday over on Orbital Arcade. I took this screenshot while I was playing the other day where I was playing as Starfire from the Teen Titans and I found the Wildcats, found their headquarters, was able to unlock Spartan right there. And then as you fight through the level, you can unlock Warblade and Mo. You get Mo. But unfortunately, no Voodoo, no Zealot, and no Grifter, man. He's like the waifus. Obviously, we would want the waifus, but Grifter's like the coolest one. You don't even get Grifter on there. Unfortunately. But yeah, it's a cool game. Gonna be playing that on Sunday over on Orbital Arcade. So hopefully you guys will check that out if you're interested. It's a classic like Streets of Rage style game that has been added like sort of a action RPG element where you have an open world and you can go to different maps as you want and re-explore them. And I guess maybe is that like a Metroidvania style thing? I don't know. But you get level up where you extend your health meter, your power meter. You find new characters. You can find hidden areas. It's I don't know. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool spin on a classic game design. Really well made. Definitely worth checking out. And it's free. It's free. You can go to the guy's website and download it for free. It's awesome. All right. So hopefully you guys will check that out. Otherwise, we've got The Adventures of Sinbad coming up in about half an hour. It's going to be midnight Eastern Standard Time over on Orbital Bacon Bits. The premiere's already set up. So again, no worries if the power goes out on my end. It's going to play. We've got 2 episodes of Sinbad. Check this out, guys. Maeve, she just gets hotter and hotter every episode. Okay. I said this last week and it stays true. I don't know what's going on. She's using some sort of waifu magic where every week she gets hotter. And this week is no exception. But not only do we have Maeve, we get a bonus 2 waifus. And we're also taking a trip to Midriff City early. Okay. You thought we were going to Midriff City in the morning? No, we're actually going tonight. Just like you do on a real vacation. You go at night, so that way when you wake up in the morning, you're already there. You get the full day, okay? So we're doing it. Yams out. That's right.
Boobs!
So many boobies!
That's right. So we've got stacked and packed, wall-to-wall waifus in The Adventures of Sinbad tonight with Midriff City. We're going early, okay? We're going early over to Midriff City before tomorrow morning on Saturday morning cartoons, all right? So that is starting in about 30 minutes from now, midnight Eastern Standard Time. That'll be over on Orbital Bacon Bits if you guys want to hang out over there. If you're still, still awake, not sleepy yet, you want some live action Zook, the cheese, the camp, okay? We like camp here. We like cheese here, okay? So if you want to enjoy some of that with us, we got that going on over there. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow morning for Saturday morning cartoons and hopefully as well for the Anime Grindhouse tomorrow night. But until then, stay awesome, stay based. God bless you all. And let me leave you now with a moment of Zook. Where's the moment of Zook? Okay, let me leave you now. Let me do it right this time. Let me leave you now with a moment of Zook.
Welcome back to the mayhem on Monovision's #1 show, bringing you the best in bug brutality. This is Bug Fights. If you're just joining us, we are gearing up for our main event of the evening. I'm Tornok Everrunk. Beside me in the booth, as always, is Dorgan Madmouth Wafo.
Hello.
This is going to be a bug fight for the ages. We've got the incoming challenger, Gorehound, squaring off against the defending champion, the Reckoner, which we think is a beetle. We're not totally sure. These bugs, they're not fed. They're not allowed to sleep. I don't even know if bugs sleep in the first place. I've never woken up a bug before. You ever think about that, Dorgan?
It's all I think about.
Let's check in with Ragnora Spiz, who's back in the locker room to see what's going through the minds of these fighters. Ragnora.
Thanks, Tornok. I'm in the locker room here with Gorehound, who seems completely oblivious about the fight and his general surroundings. It very much feels and seems like Gorehound is just a bug. I did at one point think I heard him say hang glider, but I can't totally be sure. Back to you.
Thanks for the insight, Ragnora. Before the fighters make their way to the ring, it is Snarbo Day here at Moogle's Arena. Shout out to Snarbo the hero. Detective Prag Snarbo, of course, saved the life of, who's that Glurn from that one show?
I don't know who you're talking about.
The little, the Glurn, the one from the show, Titty Skiggles. He saved Titty's life.
I've never heard of them.
The main event is coming up shortly, but we've already seen some insane fights so far this evening. Let's take a look at some of those highlights.
Where should I look?
Blood Guzzler versus The Freak. Oh, my monolith! Did you see that?
I didn't.
Did you see that?
I did not.
Hoping for a safe fight. Die! 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 We are now 3 hours into this cage match. I have zero empathy in me, and I am genuinely not happy with my life. The fighters are now making their way to the ring. They are out for blood. This ain't gonna be your grandma's bug fight.
I hate my grandma. I hate you, Nana. You do not control me.
You hear that, Nana Waffo? You do not control him. Looks like the bugs are set. Main event, here we go, Dorgan.
Okay.
The air is electric. Let's go!
Listen, Lawrence. The monolith is alive. The resistance is here. I will communicate as I can. It's time for the real fight.
Reckoner's gonna shoot in and... Oh! Reckoner is down! It is over.
What's over?
All right, guys, that was your moment of Zook. Justice for Tiggy, or Titty Swiggles, whatever name he goes by now. You guys have a good night. Until next time.
Until all is one.
Yes, until all is one.
Thank you for visiting me. It's been real.
Tomorrow,